everyone, welcome to this tutorial, and in this video I will be showing you how you can recreate this abstract animal logo. Right, so as you can make out that it's a face of a lion with its mane all around like this. That's really simple to do, but quick heads up, but this is extremely time taking as well. So please bear with me and I'll show you how you can do the same thing and recreate this. Right. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I'll be opening a new document for this. So for this video, I will be using this custom size document which is 1000 by 1000 pixels, and I will be renaming my document to be abstract lion logo, since I'll be showing you how you can recreate that abstract lion logo, right? But yes, you're free to choose any size document as you like, because as you can see, Adobe Illustrator provides a huge variety of these custom size documents. But just in case, if you want, you can also write the same values in the width and the height options and change the dimensions to pixels to stick to the same document size that I'm using. And let's begin. Yeah. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I'll be opening up an image, and there it is. I'll just drag this image to our document like that, and I'll just delete that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is that I'll be just resizing this so that our image actually now fits inside our document like that, and just resize this a little and like that. Okay. So you're free to use any animal face as you like. It does not necessarily have to be the face of a lion. So you can use any animal face as you like. It can be a bull, it can be an eagle, it can be a wolf, any animal that you like. Right. So over here in this layers panel, I'll double click on this and rename this to image. And what I'm going to do is that I'll select my image and also bring the opacity down. And over here you can see this opacity panel from 100% to 50%, and okay. But just in case if you do not see that opacity sign up here, you can also change the opacity from this transparency panel as well. Alright, it does the same thing. So okay. So now once that's made, I'll go ahead and also lock my layer. So I'm locking my layer so that when I make this logo, abstract logo, I do not accidentally move my image around or make any edit or delete it by accident, because I'll be using this image as a reference. Right, so I'll go ahead and make a new layer, and over here in this layer 2, I'll rename this to graphics. And yeah, so I'll select my second layer because that's the layer where we will be working on. So I'll just zoom in a little so that we get a little closer look of our face. So I'll be just working with the pen tool. That's the only tool that we'll be working on as of now. So I'll select my pen tool right here, and I'll make, the first thing I'm going to do is that I'll make the parts of the face which are most important right now, so which includes the eye. So just use the pen tool to make like a rough shape so that you get the covering of the eye like that. Now the second thing that's also important is the nose. So I'll just make a rough like this, and that. I'll zoom in and we'll try and see. Oop. Actually, I'll delete this because yeah. So now that we've got a closer look of the nose, like this, and what I'm gonna do is that I'll change the fill of this one right here. I'll make it dark gray like this. Okay, and I'll choose the pen tool again and carefully just make the half portion of my nose like this, and go ahead and join this, and also change the fill of this shape as of now, just to differentiate between the two shapes we've made like that. So I'll just go ahead and like just edit this a little bit more so that it fits. So I'll be using this anchored point tool and just drag. So I need to zoom in a bit on this. Okay, so I'll just select this, right click, arrange and bring to front. And no, wait. What I'm going to do is that since we've got a much closer look of our shape, so get like a rough figure like this. Okay, I'll right click on this, arrange and send to back, and just probably bring this one and get this over here. So just readjusting this a little so that we get much of a realistic shape. And I would want to select this anchor point and I'll just snap it like that. Select this one, this anchor point, and also round the edges off a little like this. Select this and just, yeah. Okay, so you've got the nose. So now what I'm going to do is that I have to make a half face of the lion and the half mane as well. So I'll go back to my pen tool again and I'll just choose a random color for now. I'll be using blue, so that becomes easier for me to differentiate like this, and just curve this like this, and so that we kind of get like this heart shaped one like this. Now similarly with the chin, like this, and cover as much ground as we can. And you just might want to just round out the edge a little to make it look a little bit more realistic. That. So what I'm going to do is I'll select the blue shape, click on right click, arrange and send to back like this. And now for the mane. And now I'll just change the fill as well. So the mane approximately starts from here, and just try and cover as much ground as you can. So that gives much more of like a realistic lion shape. And go ahead and join this as well. And as you know, send this to back as well like that. So if you want to ground off the edges, you can. So you can just select the anchor points like this. Okay, just go ahead like this. So I'll be selecting multiple or probably all. Okay, wait. So in order to select different anchor points, you have to just use the direct selection tool right here. Click on the anchor points that you want to round off by holding on to Shift and just round it off like that. So that gives much more like a realistic look that we're trying to recreate. So now once this is done, okay. So now what we're going to do is that once this is made, we can go ahead and also make these types of shapes, right? So we'll be using the pen tool again, and just to differentiate, so I'll be using a different color for now. So like the basic bag we just made, this is actually this is just a background, right? So I'll start with the main first, which is like the head. So you just go ahead and make shapes like this. And make sure you're closing all the shapes so that like the color gets filled like that. So it's okay if it's not completely covering, just randomly make. As of now, we'll be editing these later like that. So if you want to make some of the parts bigger, you can cover as much ground as possible like this. That. This. So I know this is a little time taking because as you can see, just trying to get the anchor points probably here like this. And probably start from here like this. Just make rough shapes like these. I'll start from here, here, like that. So I'll make big one so that we are covering majority of the ground. And like this. Go back to the pen tool and just minor ones where the curves is there. So like as you can see, even I'm struggling a little just to make these polygons which is really close to the curves, because these curves can be a little tricky. And like that. Okay. So once this is made, we can just go ahead and like I'll be using this anchor point tool and just adjusting the paths like these. Anchor point tool, get this path. Get this anchor point. Whoops. Okay. There's one more, this one as well. Let me see. Yeah, just pump this up like that. Get this anchor point. Oops. Okay. So now we've got the main, and now it's for this, and now we're gonna do the same thing with the face as well. I know you guys must be thinking this is a lot of tedious work. Believe me, it is. I mean, but I promise you, all this hard work that you're doing along with me, it's gonna pay off. It's definitely gonna pay off. And I'll start from here. Just getting the right anchor points. It's okay if some of the shapes are coming out to be like not quite as you had imagined. It's okay. As long as it looks abstract and it looks good, you're good actually. So like this, like this. Path. I just want to zoom in like over here. Get this like that. Like this. This. I wonder where the eye went. Like this. And we just using the anchor point again. Get this part down. Get this. Oops. Josie. That. I'll select this and I'll bring this to front. And just get that one over here. Get this like that. Okay. Okay. And this, if you want, you can go ahead and also play this on fast forward because I know it's extremely time taking. But once all of them are made, I promise you it's going to look so much better. And like that. This, that, and just one last one over here. Zoom in, carefully select this anchor point and just drag it like that. And now for this one, let's see what else can we do. And I'll probably just delete this one because like this. This. And it's okay if some of the shapes are also overlapping, that's fine. we'll be deleting some of the things as well. But if you're too lazy to actually now use the pen tool as well, we can actually use a rectangle tool. But no, actually these shapes would actually look so much better like that. Okay. And for this one, this portion over here, I'll just grab this over here and keep it going. Oops, be a little tricky, but I let it be the way it is as of now. I'll see what I can do with this. Grab, no, and that over here. Zoom in. That. And using the anchor point tool again, and just drag this over here like that. Okay. So I promise you it's done. Our main homework is done. Now we can go ahead and add different colors to it now. So, but before I do that, I'll just select the outline we've just made and I'll make it into a really dark brown color so that it gets hidden and it does not look awkward while we are adding different colors now. Right, so we can just go ahead and I'll select these two now and I'll add different shades. So you can choose the same color scheme as well, which almost matches with the line we've just made, right? Just go ahead, randomly just select certain shapes like this. No, wait, I'll just select this, and this one, and make this into a nice dark brown shade. Similarly, select this, and this, that. I'll select this, and I'll select that, dark brown. Select this one, and also change this one to a nice brown shade. And now for the face, if you like, you can actually add like different shades of reds, oranges, and yellows. So I'll just select these three, change it to red. This one, and probably this one. Change it into nice light orange. I'll actually just change the eye color to light gray, or a little darker gray like that. And just change these two to a nice darker red like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'll go ahead and select all my shapes like this. Right click and click on group, and while it's still selected, I'll go to object, transform, and reflect. And as you can see, when like this vertical option is selected, a mirror image is made. Yeah. So you go to object, transform, reflect, and in the vertical, as you can see, a mirror image is formed, and I'll click on copy because we need the other half of the face as well. and we just bring it like that. I'll select this again and just bring it a little bit more closer like that, so that it looks joined like this, and we can just go ahead and hide our image like that. And as you can see, it's done more or less. You just need to align this like that so it looks aligned like this, and like that. And there you go. Our face of a lion is now made. And as you can see, it actually resembles into a lion. And similarly, you can do the same thing with the other animal faces as well. And once that's done, we can go ahead and save our file. So as you can see that our file name is the same as our document name, which is an abstract lion logo. And our save as type is going to be an Adobe Illustrator file. I highly recommend that we save a file in this format so that in case if I want to make any further changes, I can easily do that by accessing my Adobe Illustrator file. We click on save and OK. And there you go. Our illustration has now been successfully saved as an AI file. So I hope you found this video to be useful, and thank you for tagging along for the entire duration. I know it can be extremely time taking to make this, but thank you for watching and stay tuned.